Welcome to Reading Hours. I'm Zareen, and this is a space for anyone who's ever found comfort, clarity, or courage between the lines of a book. There's a certain magic in flipping the pages of a book. The sound of paper, the scent of ink, the quiet pull of a story pulling you into another world. But have you ever stopped to think, can a book truly change your life? Not just inspire you or entertain you, but actually change who you are? Let's dive into the fascinating truth behind how one story, one idea, or one sentence can alter the course of an entire life. Let's start with a name you know, Oprah Winfrey. Born into poverty, abused as a child, she found solace in books. "Books were my path to personal freedom," she once said. Maya Angelou's I Know Why. The Caged Bird Sings gave her hope, a voice, and a vision. Later, she would introduce millions to the power of reading through her book club. One woman, one book, and a lifetime of influence. Now consider Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor in the darkest place imaginable, Auschwitz. He wrote in his mind what would become man's search for meaning. He observed that those who found meaning in their suffering were more likely to survive. That book has since sold millions and is still cited by therapists and life coaches worldwide. A book born from horror and yet filled with hope. Books influence us in different ways. Some change habits, like Atomic Habits by James Clear. Others awaken empathy, like To Kill a Mockingbird, which taught generations about justice, racism, and compassion through the quiet strength of Atticus Finch. Each reader finds something different, because books speak directly to the soul. Paulo Coelho was once institutionalized for wanting to become a writer. After a pilgrimage in Spain, he wrote The Alchemist, a story of a shepherd chasing his personal legend. That book, rejected by publishers, is now translated into more than 80 languages. Ask any dreamer, artist, or traveler. They'll tell you The Alchemist changed their life. Even within the quiet walls of academia, books spark deep reflection and change. Jean-Paul Sartre explored themes of freedom through Dostoevsky's works. Simone de Beauvoir's writing opened new conversations around identity and society. George Orwell's 1984 continues to inspire thought on the balance between privacy and authority. These books didn't just tell stories, they invited readers to think differently. Books have sparked revolutions too. Uncle Tom's Cabin stirred the conscience of a nation and fueled the American Civil War. The Gulag Archipelago exposed the brutal realities of Soviet labor camps. Words can be weapons, and sometimes a book is more dangerous than a bullet. But the change doesn't always happen in an instant. Sometimes it's a slow awakening. A line from Catcher in the Rye sticks with you for years. A chapter from Tuesdays with Maury reshapes how you love your parents. Or maybe Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, written nearly 2,000 years ago, helps you survive a modern-day burnout. Books connect the living with the dead, the old with the young, the broken with the whole. Toni Morrison once said, "If there's a book you want to read, but it hasn't been written yet, then you must write it." J.K. Rowling created Harry Potter during one of the lowest points in her life, single, depressed, nearly homeless. Stephen King was nearly broke before Carrie got published. These authors didn't just write stories, they wrote their way out. Books find their way into prisons, where they transform inmates, into hospital beds, where they offer comfort, into war zones, where they become escape. They educate children under lantern light. They awaken love, ambition, or the courage to leave a toxic relationship. Wherever there is a human heart, a book can find a home. A single line can stay with you forever. And so it goes. Stay gold, pony boy. It is our choices, Harry, that show what we truly are. Great books aren't just read. They're lived, remembered, and felt in every turning point of your life. So can a book change your life? Yes, 100 times over. A book can give you the words you didn't know you needed. It can challenge your worldview or confirm it. It can hold up a mirror or paint you a new picture. It can shake you, awaken you, or simply remind you that you're not alone. What was the book that changed your life? Let us know in the comments. And until next time, keep reading, keep growing. Thanks for watching Reading Hours. We have playlists for all your favorite Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, The Witcher, Hunger Games. Subscribe and find your next story.